Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Spill. I'm your host, India.
And I'm your host, Julia, and today we have a special guest. Our former host and executive producer, Reagan Ortiz, is here.
Hey everyone! So happy to be back. Thanks for inviting me back to be on the show. Can't wait to talk about some awesome topics with you ladies today.
Of course, but how you been doing?
It's been good. It's been a really weird time because, with 2020, I didn't get to have an actual graduation. So you don't really have that, I walked across the stage, final, like, okay, goodbye, guys. So that's a little bit strange now. And also, we got an email today from Mason, which is weird that I'm still getting emails from them, that actually they're not even going to have an in-person ceremony for spring 2020 or the summer 2020 graduates. They're just going to combine it and do a virtual one with the December graduates, which is a little bittersweet, but I am going to grad school at VCU, so I'll have an
Okay,
opportunity.
Rams.
Yes. I have an opportunity next spring or summer 2022, geez, to, walk across the stage. So I'm not as bittersweet, but I'm not as upset, but, it's bittersweet.
I know we are really living in a crazy time, but it's okay. We still the class of 2020, so
Mm-hmm.
well, 2020 is definitely a crazy year. Trust me. So let's get straight into some tea, y'all. So you remember when Megan Thee Stallion went on IG Live and told the world that Tory Lanez shot her, and Tory was MIA. I know y'all have heard that Tory Lanez denied the claims that he shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot after a party that took place in July. He created an album called Daystar Project that explained his side of the story. The album was released one day after a Kentucky jury brought no charges against Louisville police for the death of Breonna Taylor. How do y'all feel about that?
Well, first off, I just want to say that I did not listen to the album. I did not want to contribute to that, but I did go and read the Genius lyrics. And, it's really ironic that he dropped it right after the just disheartening trial of Breonna Taylor, because from what I read, he's basically being like, you don't listen to this woman. You only want to see me fail. Like, she's lying. When she's a Black woman who's trying to speak out about something that happened to her. And the same thing, we've all been trying to speak out for Breonna Taylor, and everyone just kind of forgot about it, or not forgot about it, but she wasn't brought proper justice. And it's really ironic because he's not really letting Megan have the proper justice, even from an apology. Like, I wasn't in the right mindset, or I was not doing the right thing. Just seemed something as little as that, but instead he just decided to like belittle her.
Right. See, honestly, I thought he was going to go on IG Live and explain what happened. I thought he was going to apologize to her. But no, he decided to make an album. Why? And he's doing that to gain profit. Because, of course, people are going to listen to the album to hear what he has to say. And now he denied that he did not shoot her, which is so crazy because I saw a post basically showing Megan Thee Stallion went to the hospital. Her foot was shot. It's we can see all of this. So why are you lying? Why are you saying this? It just doesn't make sense to me at all.
And the crazy part is, if you think about it, the history of Black men, not to go back to the whole olden days, but if you think about it, the history of Black men being accused of things like rape, things like that. When a white woman back in the day would say that a Black man raped her, everyone would believe her story automatically. There was no evidence sometimes in those circumstances. But here we are, we have a Black woman who didn't even want, I don't blame her for not wanting her information out there, but I'm also very nosy. So I was like, what happened? We got pieces of it. I want to know everything. But you have to think about, people were just trying to discredit her because she didn't tell the police immediately about what happened. I can't blame her. If you feel uncomfortable and scared in a situation, then you're not going to go to people that you feel uncomfortable with. So, it's clear as day that Black people in relationships with the police are not the greatest right now. So why would she go to someone that she doesn't trust? Secondly, he later, being the messy person he was, said that they were in a relationship, whatever. If it was an emotional abuse, type of relationship where he was abusing her in any type of way, that's victim blaming. You're victim blaming her for not coming forward immediately, and a lot of times they don't do it because they don't feel safe. So I just think that if she was Kylie, when Kylie had gotten shot, the response to all of this would have been totally different. And like just seeing people saying, she talks about shooting guns, or I don't even think she does. I don't really listen to Meg like that. My friends are more of like Meg fans, but because of her persona that she gives off, she deserved to be shot, which is just very. I could go on for years about this whole situation and how like we treat Black women, but it was just like, why would you produce an album? I don't want to listen to that. And in that album, you try to bring down other Black women. Like he told Kehlani, which look, he's my girl. Do not come at Kehlani. Then he continues to beat down Meg, and then like all these other celebrities because they're standing and united with Meg. So it just makes no sense to me. I just think he's canceled, as we like to do.
No, he's definitely canceled. I haven't listened to the album. I'm not going to listen to it because no, it's not right. Black women need to get the respect that they deserve. Like Tory, like what was he even thinking? What is so hard about telling the truth?
He got a bad PR team. They are not on their job. He needs to fire them, just like Megan let go her stylist. I'm glad she did, because.
All right, so we have to leave the show with a little game, of course. We're going to play a game of this or that. So basically, we're going to compare two things, and we would decide which one we prefer and why. So let's get started. So the first thing, Fenty Beauty or MAC?
Fenty, definitely. I'm not a huge like makeup person, but I just know that, again, Rihanna, she's very inclusive. A lot of like big brands like MAC, they tend to be a little problematic with their shade range. And I know that Fenty Beauty has all the shades covered, so Fenty.
Yeah, I would say Fenty Beauty, they were the first makeup line that actually carried my skin tone, and for my skin tone in different seasons, because I tend to be paler like I am now during like the winter seasons since I've been in the house. So I tend to be a little bit paler, but I don't have a lot of makeups have like a yellowy undertone. So it looks weird on my face. But Fenty is the first one that I can actually wear year round and still be comfortable, not look like, a Cheeto. So I would say Fenty.
I want to say Fenty too. I really love the highlighter. It's just I love it. It's just so pretty. And also with her lipstick, it's just moisturized. Like MAC is just so dry on your lips. You have to like apply like a lot of Vaseline. But with Fenty, y'all, it is so smooth. So Fenty, it is.
Look, a shameless plug. What about MTF Cosmetics? Okay, I don't know if either of you got any, but we had her on the show. She's one of the OG guests that we had. She just came out with the lipstick line. They were really good. I can't remember the name I got, but that with the lip gloss. Okay, I'm just gonna tell y'all, MTF Cosmetics she's stepping up her game.
Yes, I saw it. I'm definitely gonna get one.
Black owned.
Okay, well, next is Waffle House or IHOP?
I've never been to a Waffle House. I'm sorry. But I've always wanted to. Like, I passed by one a lot. Like around here, there's like this one deserted Waffle House, and I want to go to it really bad because I feel like IHOP is good, but I feel like it's very like institutionalized. But I feel like Waffle House would be a little bit more like at home. Like you get a fresh grilled waffle or something.
Oh, girl.
Just Waffle the name of it makes me feel like that.
Julia, Waffle House is together. No, I'm just kidding. My mom tells me I'm not allowed. I'm just playing. No, Waffle. But seriously, like if you go on Twitter, people will tell you Waffle House you should definitely not go at the wee hours of the night. That's when like everything crazy will happen. Like literally everything crazy will happen. I've only been to a Waffle House once, and that was when I was younger. But my mom was like, I'm not allowed to go to Waffle House. Like, that's how sketchy it gets after like a certain time.
Oh my gosh. It's good to know. Good to know.
Okay. IHOP. I want to say IHOP. Let me tell y'all, I went to Waffle House once, and I was like, ew, where am I? I don't like the ambiance at all, y'all. Like, I wasn't comfortable eating there, so I never went back ever again. Like, I don't even get food out, any of that, because it don't look clean. Versus, like, IHOP, it's more like a family, environment. The food is actually good, and I feel comfortable, eating there.
Neither one is good. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Neither one is good. My mom, okay, listen, my mom used to love going to IHOP because she loves their pancakes. Like, my mom loves a good pancake. I will only go after a party when I just want to, sober up. But
Yeah.
IHOP is not any better because I'm not even going to tell y'all the story because it was really gross. But just know it involved hair, and the service was not great after receiving the hair. So, yeah, that's when I stopped going to IHOP at a certain location. But then when I got to Mason, I started going to IHOP a little bit. Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers. Easy.
Flats.
I'm 5'9". So I wear
For
sneakers.
real, Julia?
Yeah.
How are you that tall?
You was that tall?
My dad's tall.
Everyone's tall to India, but
Reagan, stop doing that.
I wish I was short like India. India's cute. She's tiny. I love it.
She's petite.
See, that's why I like heels. I have to wear my heels, so I can feel like a little tall, But yeah, I'm not really a big sneaker type of person, especially like the type of clothes I wear. I just don't throw on like sneakers and just go out. I like heels and like sandals and that type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, sadly, guys, we have come to an end of our third episode, but don't you worry, you will see us soon. And thank you guys for tuning in, and thanks again for coming, Reagan.
Thanks for having me, you all. This was so fun. I missed you guys, and you guys are doing such great things. And I can't wait to see what you all accomplish the rest of the semester.
Oh, thank you, girl. So yes, please do not forget to follow us on our social media platforms at the Spill GMU on Instagram and Twitter. And of course, I'm your host, India.
And I'm your host, Julia.
And we will see you all next time.